Today we will discuss on sloka number 16. Its fourth quarter is very, very important. Fourth quarter. In many places, many acharyas have used this phrase particular. Bapustu shadivih koshaihi yuktam yuktyaavadha ghatataha atmanamantaram shuddham vivichyatandulam yatha. Together. Bapustu shadivih koshaihi yuktam yuktyaavaghatataha atmanamantaram shuddham vivichyatandulam yatha. Bapustushadivihi. Bapuhu means the body. I will come slowly, everything I will discuss. The form with husk, bran, so on. Koshaihi with sheaths or with layers, with covers. Yuktam, covered. What we have to do? Yuktya, by logical thinking. Avaghatataha, by thrashing rice in a mortar. Last night I was trying to do, thrashing. By thrashing rice in a mortar, Atmanam, the self, Antaram, within, Shuddham, pure, Vivichyat, should separate. It comes from which dhatu? I will come. Tandulam, rice, yatha, just as. So, what is the prose order of that Sanskrit terminology? Yatha vapus tushadivihi yuktam tandulam abaghatataha. Within bracket you can write tebhyah vivichyate tatha koshaihi yuktam antaram shuddham atmanam koshebhyah yuktya vivichyat. Yatha bapustushadivihi yuktam tandulam avaghatataha tevya vivichyate tatha koshaihi yuktam antaram shuddham atmanam koshebhyah yuktya vivichyat. So, what is the English meaning of that? Through discriminative self-analysis or analysis and logical thinking, one should separate the pure self within from the sheaths as One separates the rice grain from the husk, bran, and so on that are covering it. Then, how are we to visualize the glory and greatness of this all pervading supreme truth, which is the self in us? How do we separate spirit from matter and realize the pure spirit? Rice grain is obtained by removing the husk, bran, and so on from the paddy. Clear? In the same way, using viveka faculty, proper discriminating faculty, which is strengthened and nourished by the proper Vedantic knowledge, that is viveka, the faculty of discriminating the real and the unreal. So by that way, one has to differentiate the self from the layers of not self that cover and dim the light of the real self. And then come to realize the self in its pure and uncontaminated state. Thus, by the art of negation of the physical and mental equipments in us, and also by the removal of the dirt that has been let into rest on that immortal, the glory of the total existence in the manifold creation, the Atma is to be realized as the pure consciousness. When an earnest seeker subjectively experiences this truth, he becomes detached from the various sheaths, which are his personality layers actually. He realizes that the soul is different from those layers, and in the constant process of detachment from them, he attains the infinite knowledge and absolute bliss. He rediscovers his spiritual status as the eternal self. Then some intellectual asking and questioning. First is Bapuhu means body. How it comes? This is Sakarant, Sakarant, Pulinga Shabda, masculine gender. Vapus, from Vapus, Vapuhu come. Tusha, Tusha is the covering, Tush, which covers. So, Vapuhu Tushadivihi means Annamaya Koshadivihi. We have a lot of koshas, 5 koshas mainly, Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manamaya, and Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. Yuktam means Shuddham Atmanam Vivichya. Which dhatu? From which dhatu Vivek also come. Okay. Vivichya means should be separated from. And avaghatataha means by pounding, by thrashing. Avaghatata. So the thing is, as if the nature of light is always shining, you can't hide it. It will be revealed Atma itself. Likewise, Atma is Jnana Swarupa. Atma is nature of knowledge, makes itself known automatically without any effort. When I have to put forth effort to know what is jada, when Atma is known, everything is known. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. If I know you, know the Atma, anubhati sarvam, in everything else. Because it's like who knows the thread, he knows the cloth. Because cloth doesn't mean the threads alone. The whole world is nothing but Atma or Brahman. So, so the thing is, when Atma is known, everything is known. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati. Bhasa, bhas dhatu, not bhasha, bhasa, bha dhatu, bhas, from which Bharata has come. India is the name given by the British. Our actual name of our country is Bharata. Bhate rataha Bharata is always shining. That country is Bharata, which is popularly known as India. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. With your light, everything is known. Everything as if shining. Sun is there, that is why it looks like the moon is shining. Who says, I have known him, he doesn't know. Who says, I don't know him, he knows something. Upanishad says, I will come into that afterwards. The thing is, so I want to know Atma free from Anatma. When any Anatma is not erroneously known with Atma, that thinking should be included. Like, Viveka is the only qualification, and Kosha means sheath. Sheath means what sort of sheath? Sheath means erroneous notion. Erroneous notion. Erroneous notion about ourselves, erroneous notion about the whole creation. Because there is no existence of physical kosha or sheath. Kosha means with which you get attached or obsessed or identified. It may be, it starts with your own body. It may be your pet dog. It may be your children. It may be your anything belonging with which you are very much mentally attached and obsessed. Everything in the world may be your kosha, but may not be. Kosha is only that with which you are attached and obsessed with. The whole world is projected on Brahman without affecting Brahman. Like in the movie, there may be a lot of fire, lot of fire, lot of fire, but the screen is not affected. Likewise, so consciousness is always changeless and always infinite. I don't have to do anything else to make Atma infinite. One thing you please note it. Any finite thing can't become infinite. And infinite cannot become finite. That's the rule. Bhagavan Shankaracharya Ji's have made us or made the basis of Vedanta from the sloka to itself, second and third. What was there in our second sloka? Can you remember? Bodhanya sadhane bhyohi sakshat moksha ek sadhanam. Moksha, liberation is our only sadhana. Clear? And what was in the third sloka? In third sloka, there was avirodhitaya karma navidyam vinivartayet. Vidyam nihatyeva tejastimira sanghavat. In second sloka, he told that moksha is the only, should be our only sadhana, only laksha, goal, and jnanam, knowledge is the only sadhana. By knowledge we can get it, not by karma, because there is virodha against nature in karma and jnanam. Avirodhitaya karma. So, he has made a baseline for that. I told, Bivicha I have told, Bapuhu I have told, and Upadhihi, Tushadivhi means covering layers. Thrashing means logically analyzing. Atma, what will come? Atma is Nitya. Koshas are Anitya. But how can I say that? Because Upanishad is the only pramanam. Other than Upanishad, we won't get it anywhere else. Because this is not the subject matter of physics, chemistry, or mathematics. We will get it in Upanishad. Because this is the subject matter of Upanishad, and Vedanta Nama Upanishad Pramanam. Upanishad is the only means of self-knowledge. Okay. So, Vedantic terminologies come into the Upanishad. In Upanishad only we can know that Except Atma, everything is Anatma. Third thing, Anatma are experienced as object, means experienced other than I. That which is subject never become object, and that which is object never becomes subject. That is why first listening to Upanishad is required, Sravanam. Means nature of Atma should be known through a proper guru or teacher. Then shouldn't we study Upanishad? Of course we should. The thing is, Acharya has no personal agenda. Any guru has no personal agenda. If it is there, then he is not a teacher at all. A real teacher has only one job, to bring the truth out in front of the student. And it is possible if a student allows a teacher to teach him. If a student allows a teacher by surrendering himself or herself unto the teacher. Otherwise, there will be likes and dislikes, raga and dvesha. And if it is there a little bit, knowledge is not possible. Knowledge is not possible. Viveka starts from me. Because I never think that the whole house is me. But I think this body is myself, me. That is the problem. That is why Viveka, discrimination should start from me. That is why in Aratrik song of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda noted the whole Vedanta in one song. Khandana bhava bandhana jaga bandhana bande toma. Khandana bhava bandhana. Thrash out, break out the bhavavandhan, the worldly bondage. What is that? Body, our own body. Not physically, don't destroy it, but logically. Logically demolish, destroy the notion, the wrong notion. That is Khandana Bhava. What is our problem? Suppose if we wear some good designer dress, belong to some designers are there, pantaloons, Vero Moda, Zara, and always look at us in the mirror. And if anyone says, oh, what a wonderful clothes, we feel proud. Arey Baba, they are praising your dress, which is created by some other else, some other fellow. And you are feeling that they are praising you. What a beautiful sweater. Now winter season is going on. And we feel proud. If say, क्या भाई की तरह कपड़ा पहन के आए हैं. अरे भाई, that cloth also not made by you or anything else. So we are very much intended with the kosha, sheaths, wrong notion that this is me. One Sardarji was going and he purchased a beautiful, costly macaw or parrot from Australia. Or and he paid it and he, put the parrot openly on his shoulder and used to walk through the market. एक दोस्त के साथ मुलाकात हो गया. Suddenly saw a friend and the those started asking, from where did you bring that animal? ये जानवर कित्थों लायो? तो पैरट तुरंत उत्तर दिया, पंजाब से, from Punjab. So, the identification is the main problem. So, someone is going or walking along with the pet dog, and people are praising, oh, how sweet your dog is. I feel proud. Oh my God, they are praising the dog, not to you. That is our kosha. Unnecessarily we mingle with other things. Likewise, if someone says, oh, so much beautiful hair you are having, I feel praise. A lot of people say, Swamiji, you are almost getting black-headed. I feel this is me. So the thing is, this is called Anvaya Vetireka. Whenever, Western girl in the morning or at night time, no, they never meet. They need at least half an hour to. So with makeup, I am Susri. Without makeup, I am Visri. This is Anvaya Vetireka. So the thing is, if with Viveka, if there is no Vairagya, there is no value. So Viveka and Vairagya should go together. Then only Vivichyam Tandulam Yatha, we can separate self with the unself. Hari Om Tat Sat.